Africa is on the bucket list of so many people around the world, but sadly there are so many terrible and negative news and articles online deterring them from making their trip. Some of which are true, while others are either fear-mongering, clickbaity, or just outrightly blown out of proportion. As of the time of making this video, I have never been out of the continent of Africa, and I have been blessed to travel by air, land and sea in Africa. So I decided to make this video to talk about some of the good places I visited and the best experiences, so you and your friends and family can start discovering the positive side of Africa. I understand that every country has its own flaws, and this video only represents my own point of view. Please feel free to join in the conversation in the comments and keep it positive and respectful. My name is Sean Timothy and I make positive videos about Africa and Africans, and obviously I'll be saving the best for the last in this video, but in no particular order. First on my list is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country in Africa that has never been colonized and a country that lives in the past. And it's also reported that they have some of the best coffee in the world. I've flown Ethiopian Airlines a lot of times and I had to spend some nights of layover in the country, and every single time from the airport to the hotel, the people are very nice and friendly. The officials have never demanded a bribe or tried to extort me or any of my friends before. So if you are looking to visit Africa and you don't know where to start, maybe Ethiopia is a good place for you to look. There's also a lot of rich history there for you to actually, discover. The next country on my list is Uganda. Popularly referred to as the Pearl of Africa, with stunning landscapes, nice resorts, the source of the River Nile, and one of the 13 countries crossed by the equator. Uganda is a good country for wildlife lovers, bird safari, and people who love plantain. It's also rich in history. Before my visit to Uganda, I got an East African tourist visa, which basically is a visa that allows you to travel across Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya for 90 days. However, this visa has to be given to you at your first point of entry into East Africa, which I didn't know. The people at the Ugandan High Commission in Rwanda helped and guided me through getting this visa without asking me for any financial incentive whatsoever. Even when I got to the land border between Rwanda and Uganda, where I had issues using the East Africa tourist visa, the officials were helpful and I was able to get a single entry visit visa which covered my stay in Uganda. We had an East African visa, but some way somehow we had to pay $50 for an ordinary visa to give us few days entry in Uganda. So yeah, I'm back at the bus. Journey continues. Even though I was unable to continue my trip to Kenya, my 14-hour road trip to Uganda was bribe and extortion free. There's also an annual music festival called Yenge Yenge, which I think happens around September. You should absolutely check it out if you do visit Uganda. The next country on my list is Tanzania. I flew into Zanzibar, which is one of the most beautiful islands in Africa and home to some of the most beautiful beaches I have ever seen. I also traveled by sea to the country's capital of Dar es Salaam before returning to Nigeria. And there wasn't any case of extortion or anyone demanding any bribe from me whatsoever. Tanzania is what I refer to as the almost perfect tourist destination. It has beaches, it's also home to the mountain Kilimanjaro, which is the tallest mountain in Africa. It has wildlife safaris where you can get to see the Big Five, and the Serengeti, where the largest animal migration takes place. You can skydive here, you can ride ATV bikes, there's water sports and lots of other things for you to do in Tanzania. So let me know, will you add Tanzania to your bucket list? Let me know in the comments as I talk about the last country and my personal favorite in this video. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. We tell positive African stories on this channel and would love you to join our community. So if it's your first time, please hit the subscribe button and stick around. Finally, on my list for today is Rwanda. You've probably guessed this from the very beginning of the video. Rwanda is a beautiful landlocked country in East Africa. It is rated the cleanest city in Africa. Rwanda boasts of welcoming and hospitable people and a really great tourism and business environment, even for foreigners. Rwanda was the first country I ever visited outside my home country, and it really has shaped how I travel and perceive Africa. I visited Rwanda twice and even lived there for a month. Rwanda is not only visa free for all Africans, it's also bribe and extortion free for every visitor that comes into the country. I've never been extorted or asked for financial incentives anywhere in Rwanda. It's also important to note that all of these countries I mentioned are safe to travel to, but always remember to take basic travel precautions and look out for yourself when you visit any new country or destination. What other African countries have you had the best experiences? Please leave them in the comments so we can all get to know about them. Keep spreading positivity and I'll see you on the next one.